Hey, what's up, everybody? Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com, and welcome to the update for Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Comp plays, two of them coming up on this report, one from Wednesday's baseball, one from Friday's college football. We'll get to those in just a moment. I do have a couple of plays going, premium plays on Wednesday, Major League Baseball and the WNBA. The baseball play, by the way, is an afternoon play. If you want to jump on board, it's on my homepage at DocSports.com. I'm also going to have a multiple game college football card first time this season. It'll be available on Thursday. I'll also have my first top rated college football play of the season, and that will be part of that package on Thursday. We'll tell you a little bit more about that package on Thursday's free video. Speaking of Thursday's free video, Wednesday night into Thursday, I'm going to have a huge comp video report. We're going to look at multiple games in college football and get you plenty of college football comp action on the report at that time. But again, if you want to jump on my homepage on Wednesday, you can check out baseball, you can check out WNBA, and look at the packages that we have for football. 66 and 43 plus 6,900 bucks is the run for me in college and pro football combined. 31 and 16 in college, and again 9-0 with 8-star plays. Let's get to it for Wednesday. I'm going to start first with Wednesday afternoon baseball, 1:10 p.m. Eastern, the Rays and the Guardians doing battle. Listen, I know the Cleveland Guardians came through last night with the win. They scored a few runs, but one of the things that drew us to Cleveland under their wins total this year, and we predicted about 70 to 72 wins, was their lack of offensive punch following last year's offseason moves. And the struggles have really shown up at the plate. You look at over the last 11 or 12 games, they're averaging about 2 runs per game. They've been shut out 4 times during this run, and they're 29th in both OPS and weighted runs created plus since August 15th. It's just gone downhill. Now, this anemic offense has to face Drew Rasmussen on Wednesday. The Rays righty has allowed a grand total of 3 earned runs and 18 base runners in 4 August starts, which spans over 23 innings pitched. I know they lost last night. I do believe that Tampa Bay will bounce back today on a Wednesday and get the win over Cleveland. Again, that's an afternoon game on a Wednesday. Let's jump ahead to some Friday college football. Wanted to put this out there because this number has gone from 10.5 to 10 and even some 9.5s out there as we speak. There are still some 10s. So we're going to jump in here with this comp play and recommend a play on Sam Houston plus 10 over UNLV. Again, it's a Friday night game. Listen, former Rebel head coach Barry Odom turned the program around. We all know that. He did a fantastic job as head coach of UNLV. That he headed for West Lafayette, took big money at Purdue. UNLV didn't match it, and so they move on. They could have hired Brendan Marion, one of the top young assistant coaches and the OC who was here under Barry Odom that helped build this program, but instead they decided to go with a sexier name in Dan Mullen. I do get it. Didn't agree with it, but I get it. And listen, it didn't start well last week. You're a 30-point closing line favorite. Huge move on UNLV, by the way, up until game time. 30-point favorite, and you barely escape against a very weak program, Idaho State. And I'll tell you what, I've been out here in Vegas for a long time. I've seen Idaho State play here over the years a few times, and bad UNLV teams would beat this team by 40. I think all these, this roster turnover, all these transfers that Dan Mullen brought in, he's going to find out, or at least did find out, that they might not be quite as talented as he thought. So UNLV goes through this massive roster turnover during the summer. They gave up 7.2 yards per play to Idaho State, 7.6 per pass, 6.4 yards per carry, and they missed 17 tackles. I can't remember the last time I saw such poor tackling by a defense, and I highly doubt that the lack of fundamentals in week 0 are going to improve greatly in just a few days of practice. I don't see that happening. We did have one play last week in college football, a 4-star on Sam Houston. We took the 10.5. They didn't win for us. They were up in the second half, 24-20. Some miscues here and there. They're down 41-24, but 2-3 minutes to go in the game. Chance to cover that 10.5. They had the ball 2nd and 1. 2nd and goal at the 1. And what do? They call a play action. What a dumb play call. Quarterback takes a sack around the 9-yard line. They end up turning the ball over on downs, and we fall short. Interesting note about that game, not just that they led in the second half, but they actually outgained their opponent last week, Western Kentucky, as far as yards per play. Sam Houston actually averaged almost 6.3 yards per play in the game. They just failed on 3rd and 4th down. So I look for Sam Houston to bounce back here. I think they'll keep this close. Again, it has come down from 10.5 down to 9.5 and 10. I wanted to get this comp play out there before it drops any lower in case it does. Sam Houston plus the points, comp play in Friday's college football, and of course the Wednesday afternoon baseball play on Tampa Bay. And I will be back here late Wednesday night into Thursday, and I'm going to have a multiple game package. We're going to be talking about a lot of college football, and we'll give you several comp plays on this report. If you like the videos, click on the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. Let's put them in the win column, everybody.